Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of our podcast on grief. Like I said in my introductory podcast, I'll be answering questions that I'm asked by people. So today's question is, does grief counseling help? Does grief counseling assist in acceptance of one's loss? So I hope to answer this question as well as I can. And I hope when you're faced with a situation, you're able to consider grief counseling based on the recommendations or on the suggestions that I'll make. Please understand that everything I talk about is from my personal experience with loss or grief. So I just want you to know that this is not professional. These ideas or suggestions are not professional, but they are personal. I've experienced that, and that's why I'm able to share with others. In my book, Grieving with Hope, My Journey with Grief, I talk about counseling. So that's why I'm also going to be able to answer that question, because some of my readers asked me that did that help? So grief counseling comes in two parts. There's professional and just friends or family just counseling you when you go through loss. So I believe, or I have seen that this really works. It does. It helps. Especially the first few months of your loss, because what happens to you as a person is you lose touch with your emotions. You numb the pain. You numb the ability to feel. So therefore, you need somebody to help you tap back into that, or to help you go into that space that you have decided to block off, or that you have decided to numb. So it is important that we get help to be able to tap into that emotion. So professional counseling. There are grief counselors out there that you can find. Some are free, some you pay for, but don't worry about the cost, because this is not wasting money. It is an investment into your well-being, because you can't process. You need somebody to help you to jog your memory so that you can start processing. So it is important that you tap into that space, and professionals help you to do that. They are usually free ones that governments provide. And then there are also those that you pay for. And by the way, these are not exorbitant costs, because this is a basic necessity. So the costs cannot be way out of reach. And then you also have pastoral grief counseling. This is where people from churches help you to navigate through loss by just giving biblical advice, by just taking you through the emotions, and also helping you accept your loss. Because half the time we do not heal because we are not processing the loss. We are not accepting the loss that has happened in our lives. So professionally, get help if it's within reach. If there is no money for it, then get the free grief counselors to help. Because if you do not get help, you are a ticking time bomb. You are a hazard to yourself and to the people around you. Professionally, you are toxic. In the professional space, you are toxic because people don't know how to talk to you, because you have no ability to feel. In the social platforms or in the social space, you're also very toxic, because you are looking at people and thinking, oh, so I'll never be like any of them. So getting professional help will help you navigate your loss and be able to reintegrate back into society. Because that emotion you are not tapping into, that emotion you have hidden away. So you need the professionals to help you find that again. So that is the professional counseling that we're talking about. The pastors have gone through courses in Bible school or through courses because their purpose is to help their congregants. So they may have gone through Bible school, or they may be a trained group of people that just help you to navigate through these emotions. Because sometimes you're on mute, you don't even speak. Sometimes you're just holding on to what was, that you are afraid to experience new emotions. So you are in a space where you are not moving from where you are at the particular time. So you need these people to be able to tap back and remind you that you are still as human as you were, and that you will still be able to face these emotions and still be able to live your life even after the loss. So professionals help you deal with that or to accept that. And then lastly, we have our friends, we have our families, we have just the normal people in our communities. Those also provide counseling. Sometimes in not knowing what to say, they may say things that will make you so afraid of waking up the following day and still doing life. That's where the professional comes in, to bridge the gap between what people just say and versus a professional look into grief and mourning. When you lose somebody, your friends want you to get back into society faster. Your people want you to come back into society faster. So then they tell you things that they know how you're feeling. They've also experienced loss. But each experience is very unique. And that's where the professional comes in and tells you that, you know what, experiences are very different. They are unique to each individual. But your friends, because they know you, because they've been with you, want you to come back into society way quicker than your emotions can process. So that's where you need the professional to help you get back into society at the right time and at the correct pace. So our friends are our people. They also are very helpful because they know who you are. They know the things that you like. They know your emotional space. They know where you are at. So they are also very important as providing counseling services.